This video talks about a company that was a pioneer and redefined the growth of Indian pharmaceutical industry. A company that has attracted the attention of US President and received accolades for their contributions to global health. And a company that got stuck in a myriad of controversies for manipulating and fabricating research data, leading to inquiries and investigations from different regulators and governments. And a company that has finally ended its long journey in sad state. This video will take you to the fascinating story, the corporate thriller that explains the rise and fall of Ranbaxy Laboratories.
Hi, my name is Ranjith Reddy. Welcome to Research Dialogue.
Ranbaxy Laboratories was initially established by two gentlemen, Mr. Ranjith Singh and Gurbat Singh, as a drug distribution company way back in 1937 with the name of distributing foreign drugs into India. This is how the name Ranbaxy has evolved, with the prefix and suffix of these two people. To run the day-to-day operations of the company, they have taken loan from a businessman named Bhai Mohan Singh. However, due to the inability to repay the loan by the original owners of Ranbaxy, the company was later taken over by Bhai Mohan Singh. Bhai Mohan Singh relocated to India from Rawalpindi during the India-Pakistan partnership. He began his career as a small contractor and moneylender in the city of Ranbaxy. In the initial days, Ranbaxy Laboratories has no specific agenda or roadmap for its business. It was dealing with manufacture of few generic drugs along with the distribution of few foreign drugs. However, in the late 1960s, two major events had reshaped the journey of Ranbaxy. Event 1. Ranbaxy had seen its initial success with the launch of a generic version of an anti-anxiety drug, diazepam, discovered and developed by a Switzerland-based global pharmaceutical chain, Roche. Event 2. The return of Dr. Parvinder Singh, the eldest of three sons of Bhai Mohan Singh, to India after completing his doctorate in pharmacy at the University of Michigan. He started involving proactively in Ranbaxy, and this became a turning point in the growth of the company. To expand the operations of the company under the leadership of Parvinder Singh, Ranbaxy became a public entity in 1973. Amidst all this, the Singh family was locked in a series of controversies among themselves. Parvinder Singh had serious conflicts with his father, Bhai Mohan Singh, in addition to his fight with the young brothers, leading to a legal tussle. Amidst the family crisis, in 1995, Ranbaxy became the first Indian pharmaceutical company to have its plant approved by the US FDA. By this time, almost 80% of the company's sales came from abroad. Parvinder Singh brought new energy and vigor to the company, and under his able leadership, Ranbaxy grew to become a global company. Unfortunately, Parvinder Singh was diagnosed with esophagus cancer, and in 1999, he was expired. This made the transfer of control of Ranbaxy to his two sons, Malvinder Singh and Shivinder Singh. Ranbaxy continued to produce and supply generic drugs at cheap and affordable prices to different corners of the world. In the year 2003, the then American President Bill Clinton has visited the headquarters of Ranbaxy in India to thank the company for agreeing to provide HIV and AIDS drugs at a very affordable prices. An incident had changed the fate of the company forever. One of the key executives of Ranbaxy, Mr. Dinesh Thakur, had blown a whistle and informed the US FDA officials about the unethical business practices that are being adopted by the company. In a series of communications, he explained in detail about the continuous malpractices and the fabrication of data indulged by Ranbaxy. Almost at the same time, Ranbaxy faced a serious legal tussle with Pfizer for violating its patent that hindered the manufacture of the generic version of anti-cholesterol drug atorvastatin. Of course, this ended with an out-of-court settlement between both the companies. Ranbaxy had been facing several complaints on the issues of non-compliance of good manufacturing practices, contamination of drugs, production of adulterated and spurious products. The continuous investigation by US FDA in 2013, Ranbaxy finally pleaded guilty in US courts and paid almost $500 million for charges relating to the manufacture and distribution of certain adulterated products. Its legal hurdles and the fluctuation and fall of share price of Ranbaxy and the ongoing family battle between the Singh brothers, the Japanese-based pharmaceutical company Daiichi Sankyo acquired prime share of ownership from Malvinder Singh in the year 2008. Later, the year 2014, the Indian pharmaceutical major Sun Pharmaceuticals acquired Ranbaxy from the Japanese company Daiichi Sankyo and got it merged. With this, the journey of an Indian-based global pharmaceutical company, Ranbaxy Laboratories, came to an end. He won an arbitral award of amounting to rupees 3,500 crore against Ranbaxy for concealing the facts during the state sale. The Singapore Arbitral Tribunal was further upheld by the Supreme Court of India. Further, the Singh brothers, Malvinder and Shivinder Singh, were arrested for criminal breach of trust, cheating, diversion of funds, and other irregularities in their another business vertical, Fortis Healthcare, and are still facing the legal proceedings. So, now, if we analyze the rise and fall of Ranbaxy Laboratories, here are top 3 learnings one can learn from its dramatic journey. Learning number 1. Quality and compliance is paramount in the business, and in healthcare and pharmaceutical industry in particular. Lesson number 2. Transparency is key. The data fabrication and the failures to disclose the right information has resulted in multiple legal battles. This highlights the need of ethical business practices and good corporate governance. Lesson number 3. Reputation is fragile. Ranbaxy's reputation was severely damaged by its irregularities. Reputation is a most valuable asset in business, and it will be difficult to regain the trust of its stakeholders once. So, what are your views on the rise and fall of Ranbaxy Laboratories? What were your learnings from its journey? Please comment.
Thank you. Jai Hind.